that matter, fantasy sports, eventually it's like any other business, right? What it is it's online. And what it is involving is a specific angle of betting, like what it is called betting, like, it's not though betting, it's not, that's what the entire thing
That's
is. So
that's the
gaming,
constitutional question there.
correct. So the entire gaming thing is focused on whether it's a skill based or it's a luck based thing, right?
Hmm.
And if you see gaming as an industry and gaming law that has come in, what is it around? It's basically around making sure that you understand how the legal regime is working, who is restricting what, and then helping the business not set up their businesses
Over
in
there.
those over there. Okay. So a lot of states, for example, Goa has a lot of these online gaming businesses, right? Why? Because they're allowing that. So a lot of work around gaming also. So my point to all the audience who's here and generally people who are listening to this is that when you are looking at any emerging field, you first have to look at what exactly you have to definitely start with the fact that what is the government and what is the regulatory authority speaking about it. Okay, start with the white papers, because if there is an emerging field, government or government bodies or business associations would have released their white papers over it. What does white paper means? White paper means it's a discussion paper saying that what is it that we are going to do, what is it that we can do. That those papers should be your bible, because those papers help you understand that regulatory regime as well as the haze around it.
Hmm. Hmm.
When you understand the haze around it, that's when you start understanding that, okay, if there is a haze around X, then what is the other option that can come around, right? That's how people see. When the gaming law industry started building up in India, the entire thing, I know friends, who made their niche work into gaming law, and at that point of time, I would think, what exactly is the work that they're going to do?
Hmm.
And what work they would do is basically help companies work around these loopholes, because there was no regime for that matter,
Hmm. Hmm.
right?
It was a
So
total free for all.
total free for all. So that gives you that opportunity. So read the papers, read white papers, read everything that the government is taking out, because government does take out a lot of papers around it.
Hmm.
For example, cryptocurrency, you will hear this term a lot, and do not go by what newspapers are saying. Read what the government is saying. Read what papers are saying about what exactly are they going to do about cryptocurrency. Are they actually banning it? Are they leaving some loophole for you to work around? Because that's when a cryptocurrency company will come to you and ask you that, why don't you give us a legal opinion on what the government is saying. That's so which brings me, actually, that reminds me of the next kind of work that comes. Advisory work comes a lot,
Hmm.
because these are all emerging technologies. Businesses want to know what's happening. That's one of the, and you will see that, you will see all the law firms who are positioning themselves as technology lawyers and law
Hmm.
firms with, or law firms with niche technology teams. They're all releasing a lot of papers and they do a lot of advisory work.
Hmm.
Reason being, because companies come and ask for that. So, for example, I'll tell you my example only. One of the recent advice that I give was an opinion on intermediary liability.
Hmm.
Okay, so like, for example, a company is setting up, and they're setting up in a similar field as Glassdoor, where employees give reviews,
Hmm.
and they're setting up a similar platform with a lot of other features. So they wanted to know that, how much are we liable, and what are we going to do if somebody holds us liable for the reviews that other people are writing. And for everybody's information, that is intermediary liability for you. Every platform, there is a legal regime in India under the IT Act called the intermediary liability. There are guidelines also, and there are thousands of case laws now. The judicial
Hmm.
precedents are also very set right now in this field. So this is a very good field to write about and to read and to build an understanding about, because the legal regime is very set, but companies still want to know what is my liability. Okay, there's a lot of litigation happening around intermediary liability, because companies get sued every day. They receive takedown notices every day. Please take down this content, take down that content. And every intermediary liability basically is what? Intermediary liability is that when I have user content on my platform, I am not responsible for it.
Hmm.
User is writing it, they are responsible. If you want to take down the content, you have to get a government or you have to get a court order for it. So in short, you can imagine the kind of work that is coming in, right? A, you have to help a company set up the policies and terms and conditions around making sure that they have no liability, and the litigation that comes around, all the takedown notices that they get, and all the defamatory notices that they're getting, and all the high court matters that are pending right now. So that's the kind of regime you have to think of from the point of view of advisory to litigation. There's a lot of work happening around that.